Introducing first the challenger to my left from Shelby, North Carolina. Weighing in tonight at 287 pounds, he is the blue-collar badass, J.D. Drake. Introducing the champion to my right, accompanied by Kevin Blackwood from Buffalo, New York, weighing in tonight at 187 pounds. He is the Limitless Wrestling World Champion, Red Death, Daniel Garcia.
These are the games we play for the richest prize in Limitless Wrestling. Red Death Daniel Garcia defending the Limitless Wrestling World Championship tonight against the man who's chomping at the bit to get his hands on Red Death. That's the blue-collar badass J.D. Drake, who's been waiting so long for an opportunity to become world champion.
Absolutely. Culmination of a near 2-decade-long journey for J.D. Drake has arrived.
Did you notice that Daniel Garcia not letting referee Eric Greenleaf hand the Limitless Wrestling World Championship off to a member of our crew, instead handing it off to Kevin Blackwood, who's on the outside, and I'm sure certainly not happy with J.D. Drake either. We saw at the conclusion of Suffer No Fools, J.D. planting a slap across the face of Kevin while trying to get his hands on Red Death, really just looking for a handshake, looking to signify that his challenge was going to be accepted by the fighting champion Red Death, and that it was, but it wasn't accepted respectfully.
No, instead it's with a towel to the face.
It's going to be an interesting game that Garcia has to play here. J.D. Drake with such a weight advantage, such a strength advantage, and Red Death coming off that submission match victory against Lee Moriarty. He's got to change up his strategy a ton here tonight to attack J.D. Drake.
J.D. Drake, despite the power advantage, is one of the most well-rounded competitors in all of independent wrestling. He's not going to be out-grappled easily. This is going to be a long game to play for Daniel Garcia.
He can really do it all, and Daniel Garcia being smothered on the canvas right now by J.D. Drake, not looking to give an inch.
Garcia trying to find his way out of a front chancery here.
It's gonna be tough to do, J.D.
Yeah,
just
look at
more
that.
pressure. Not even looking to pin the shoulders down, but unfortunately moving his head prone, and Daniel Garcia just getting slapped on the tuchus right there.
Trying to grasp any sort of limb he can from the bottom there.
It's not going to sit well with Red Death, ducking between the ropes. He knows referee Eric Greenleaf going to have to back him up, and that's something to talk about too. The mindset of Daniel Garcia, we saw in that submission match, he knew where the referee's placement was. Tapping out on the opposite side, out of sight of the referee, forcing Lee Moriarty, the respectful competitor that he is, to believe that he won the match, to believe he was Limitless Wrestling World Champion, giving Garcia an opening. J.D. Drake gonna have to watch out for those head games here tonight, especially with Kevin Blackwood looming on the floor.
No doubt about that. The devil remains in the details.
Taken over is Garcia. No collar and elbow tie up for long, J.D. Drake. Instead, looks like he's focusing on the arm right here.
Definitely.
Nope. Garcia has the arm pinned behind Drake, but a drop toe hold and right to the ropes. An advantage he did not have last time he defended the championship. Oh!
Drake not having it.
That's what they call an old spine rattler in the Carolinas.
Yeah, you can get to the ropes as many times as you want, Garcia, but you might eat an errant boot or two.
Wow. Garcia pleading with the referee. A very tense situation here tonight in our main event. The games we play, Limitless Championship on the line. Drake, Garcia.
Back to a feeling out process here. Greco-Roman.
What a pop of the hips from Drake. Garcia trying to strike quickly, but Drake stepping over, has the arm. Oh! Dropping his entire body down on the arm of Garcia, and he's got Garcia literally on the ropes.
The experience advantage is paying so many dividends for J.D. Drake. Just look how cool he stays, how calm he remains.
Confident. That's Daniel Garcia now, finding himself in a bad position, reaching for Kevin. Hey! Watch out for Blackwood on the floor. I don't know if you saw that, Torres, a slight push by Kevin, making it a little easier for Garcia to grab that bottom rope quicker.
And that is familiar from earlier in the evening. We saw Red Death do the same thing for Blackwood.
Such a cohesive unit, but I mean, the referees eventually, they're going to start taking notice of the tactics these guys are implementing.
No doubt about it.
Drake with the arm, and he's certainly someone who's clued in on everything that these Buffalo boys bring to the table, such a special bond that they hold, and it's really paying off for them right now. Looking for another Buffalo clean sweep here tonight, but Drake looking to become world champion, looking to stay at the top of Limitless Wrestling. He was so close back in December where these two met in the finals of the 2020 Vacation Land. Oh! And the field goal is good, Johnny Torres.
Spine rattler indeed.
And Garcia heading out to the floor, maybe a smart move.
Yeah.
Time to talk over some strategy with Blackwood and just really regain your bearings after J.D. Drake coming out swinging here. Or should I say kicking? My God. My God. Kicking a hole through the back of Daniel Garcia. Got to be taking its toll about just how this match has started right now. It's got to kind of throw him off his psyche.
Definitely. At this point, I think Garcia's trying to go J.D. Drake to the outside. I don't know how wise that is.
And eventually, Drake's not going to want to wait anymore. Obviously, he can't win the championship by countout. Garcia trying to get himself back inside the ring. Oh, right to the ropes once again. Trying to force Drake to release and planting a chop on the chest. I think Drake just said, "Is this kid stupid?" Looked for the chop. That's not going to work. Ooh. Now Drake stomping wildly, but nothing connecting. Garcia backed in the corner, trying to keep himself away from JD.
Greenleaf at the count.
Wow. It's a hostile environment in our main event here tonight. Garcia pushing him away. Wow!
Deepest of arm drags.
And keeping the arm hook, JD Drake continuing to stay one step ahead of the champion.
Garcia unable to form any sort of momentum in the onset here.
Ooh, here comes Drake. Rapid fire with the kicks at the top of the back. Now going a little deeper. Do you see the white showing up near his shoulder blade?
Yeah.
Such torque there from the blue-collar badass. So strong. And Garcia trying to get his elbow in there.
No space.
Drake not going to let him have it. Back down on his knees now, trying to keep Garcia grounded. Ooh! Dropping himself on the arm once again. Garcia shaking it out. It's going to be tough for him to implement a lot of the submission maneuvers he likes to keep in his repertoire. If he's got a hurt limb, grabbing at the ear of J.D. Drake. That's certainly not legal.
I know, cinching in a headlock. Not for long, though.
See ya! Oh! Look for the chop once again. Leapfrog from Drake. Coming down awkwardly a bit on that knee, but still a step ahead of Daniel Garcia.
And Garcia looks blown away.
Oh! Connecting with the boot. Oh! Big time drop kick from the blue collar badass. Impressive athleticism. I guess that knee is A-okay. Look for the chop. Garcia, a knee to the spine. Taking JD down to a knee and kicks right up in his face.
Yeah, he kicked that turnbuckle, blasted JD Drake in the face. Yeah, he's seeing stars.
Garcia finally getting a moment to rest. Finally getting a moment to regain some energy after being throttled around in the opening minutes by J.D. Drake and dropping a knee. Now is his time with J.D. Drake grounded for once to really implement some offense.
Just doing damage anywhere he can. Stomping on that head. Big old drop kick to the side of the head.
Once again, dropping J.D. Drake and Daniel Garcia standing tall. Little conference with Kevin Blackwood trying to get feeling back in the arm. No love from the fans here in Yarmouth, Maine here tonight, that's for sure, as he buries his leg across the head, choking J.D. on the ropes. Trying to get him to suck some wind here, trying to make it very difficult for him to breathe.
Emptying out that gas tank as best he can.
Connection right there with a kick to the back of the skull. Now dragging the carcass of JD Drake away from the ropes. Trying to pin him down. Not even a 1 count from referee Eric Greenleaf. And it's got to be setting in. Daniel Garcia needs to do a lot more punishment to JD Drake if he wants to retain the championship.
Absolutely. And JD Drake keeping himself positioned closer to the ropes there, not even allowing Garcia to pull him to the middle. Absolutely always aware seemingly of where he is in the ring. That's over a decade's experience for you.
Absolutely. Drake's got his knees under him now, but Daniel Garcia trying to widen out his stance and keep the hook on JD Drake. Wow, grinding his bootlaces across the eyes. Got to disorient you if you're the blue-collar badass. Got to be tough to see. Your eyes gonna start watering up.
Yeah, and as you said it, look at him wiping his eyes.
Unsure what Garcia's looking to do next. A waistlock here on JD Drake. That's a big man to be hoisting up.
Uh-oh.
That's also a big man to be pissing off.
Yeah. I don't think Garcia realizes just how angry Drake is right now.
He will now after that elbow. Make it 2 crashing in. Garcia trying to maintain his grip. He's got him backed in a corner. Wow. Oh, wow. Slapped the life out of Garcia, but returning with a big kick in the corner.
Big kick. This is breaking down.
Drake firing back at Garcia. A bit enamored with the fight of JD Drake right now.
Yes.
Backing him in.
Opens him up. Big ol' elbow right to the midsection.
Continuously trying to push the air out of the body of JD Drake, trying to wear him out, because the cardio is absolutely insane at Daniel Garcia, and we've seen that on display time and time again. Maybe that's the strategy. Wear JD Drake out, get him to a position. Whoa! Get him to a position where he's in deep waters, but a knee right to the side of the head, and Garcia firing away once more.
Garcia recognizes he can't give Drake any time. Even when Drake managed to muster some offense, Garcia's right back.
And once again, Garcia with the hook on Drake, maybe trying to get him to pass out here, but Drake has his knees under him, hopefully trying to make his way back to his feet, but Garcia has such a deep hook right here.
JD Drake trying to bite his way out of that chancery.
You do what you got to do in a position like that,
No
especially
question.
with the championship on the line. Typically not grounds for disqualification. Probably knew he could get away with it. Whoa! Kick connecting to the side of the head. Garcia shaking it off, drops a knee.
Continuing to wear down that midsection there.
And now you can hear Drake sucking wind. It's going to be very tough when you have knees crashing down on the sides of your ribs, on the exposed abdomen. And now Garcia tucking the arm, ripping the leg around, repositioning JD Drake away from the ropes, and that's smart. Didn't just go to lock in the submission, taking him away from the ropes so JD can't just reach back and break the hold.
Grinding in a variation on a grounded abdominal stretch.
Ooh, grinding his knuckles into the midsection to JD Drake.
It's going to pay dividends later on in the contest.
You can see the whites in his knuckles right there with how much pressure he was putting on Drake right there, but a hip toss across the ring. Drake still standing and still charging into the corner. Scoop, Garcia. Oh,
Wait a minute.
man.
Oh no.
Ducks the chop. Garcia trying to keep out of JD's way. Oh, and right onto the back. But he'll have none of it. Look for the kick. Oh,
Trying to chop down JD Drake now. Garcia keeps baiting in JD Drake by swinging one of those chops. Just makes him mad, but he knows he's going to fire it back.
well, it feels like Daniel Garcia has really studied how to sense that's coming, how to evade it.
Absolutely.
He's done a very good job at it tonight, honestly better than anyone I've seen.
No doubt.
He really has been doing his homework here on the Blue Collar Badass. There's so much to see from AEW Dark, PWX, PWG. JD Drake has been all across the country, and it all culminates with this World Heavyweight Championship match here tonight!
Fake low went high on the head kick.
Look at Kevin Blackwood.
And no.
Stunned on the outside.
Garcia trapped, tied up in the ropes, and JD Drake, a veritable buffet. Move.
Drake is salivating. No way for Garcia to protect himself. You heard it. 2 for 2. Make it 3.
Trying to chop a hole in the Limitless World Champion. Oh! Burning swords.
Eric Greenleaf trying to get in there. What an overhand to boot. This could be the next Limitless Wrestling World Champion.
On fire.
Garcia still tied up in the ropes. Finally gets himself loose.
Well, what a barrage he just endured.
Scoop and a slam. Headbutt follows it up. And Garcia's reeling. JD Drake on a roll, charges in once more.
Big old avalanche. Big old body slam, just hucking him into the corner. And that Otani boot scrape. Man, we've seen this before.
Bombs away. Later bomb from Drake. New champion. No, only 2.
JD Drake taking a second here. Oh, Yarn is feeling it.
JD Drake feeling it too. Daniel Garcia in a bad way right now as JD Drake towers over him, and I think looking to bring the champion back to his feet.
Could be thinking kill shot. My God!
Yikes! In the air as Garcia onto his feet. Up kick. Here he comes. Scoop and a slam from Drake. Right back to it. This could put it away from the second row. Oh!
What a snatch right into it.
Garcia.
There we are, working towards the triangle choke.
In a bad position for Drake to be in. He can't outstretch the arm and get to the bottom rope with Daniel Garcia.
Working on the adjustment.
For more pressure.
If he can sink that toe behind the crook of his knee. Well, I spoke too late.
Yeah, Drake able to get out of that just in time, in my opinion. Oh! Trading shots. Yikes, what a clothesline! Garcia stumbled to his feet. JD Drake may have this thing. They're finding the legs. Garcia in a bad way on the canvas. New champion. Garcia could be going to sleep.
Garcia doing everything he can to resist, to fight out of the pain, fight through the pain.
How do you move a big man like that when he's wrapped on your back? Oh, but to the bottom rope.
Managed to break that body scissors.
The long limbs of Daniel Garcia coming in handy, saving him the championship potentially, because there's nothing Kevin Blackwood can do. Right. JD Drake had him in a great position, but Daniel Garcia just able to get those legs a little loose, able to outstretch, get to the bottom rope, and now it's back to the drawing board for the blue-collar badass.
Garcia's on Dream Street.
Handful of hair, but JD Drake certainly doesn't care. Oh my God, punishing!
Shot out of a cannon.
Like a skillet crashing down on your chest, and steps to Kevin Blackwood, says, "Step off, my friend."
Blackwood wants no part of it.
This is Drake Garcia's business. And now I think he's got Garcia by the ear there for a moment, bringing him back up to his feet. I can only imagine what's coming next.
God!
Crumbling Garcia down to the canvas. JD Drake swinging not at, but through Red Death.
Right. You could see that resonate through his body.
Shockwaves. Yeah. Kevin Blackwood looking on as the reign of Buffalo here in Limitless Wrestling maybe coming to a close here, Johnny Torres.
No doubt about it. JD Drake.
I can pin you, but it's too easy.
What?
Get up. Earn this ass whipping.
He wants to put the exclamation point on this.
He wants Garcia on his feet. Ooh, maybe taking too much time. Garcia rifling off a kick. Make it 2.
First one made him mad. Second one staggered him. What's Garcia thinking here?
That's a lot of man to be getting up there. Is he going to be able to lift him at this point after all the punishment he's gone through? JD trying to put on the brakes.
Oh. Ooh. Raining down the Kawadas.
Great connection here.
My God, what a release vertical suplex.
Oh no! But
Crucifix!
Oh, JD gets the shoulder up. Cover! Cover it! 1, 2! Oh, he gets his rope. Are you kidding me? JD, though, sensing blood in the water. Back he goes. Ray finding the legs. And Garcia once more. Finding himself in a bad position.
Tightly cinched in sleeper here.
He's trying to fight. Trying to figure out a way out. Swinging at whatever moves, but he can't even hit JD Drake at full force.
Yeah, desperation setting in here for Garcia as the lights are slowly turning off.
Oh, trying to break the grip of the legs, and he's able to. Rolling backward, shoulders pinned! Only 2. Garcia finds himself on his feet, fires off another kick. Caught the leg. Oh. Slick maneuvering from Red Death, dropping Drake on his head.
Huge hanging DDT, but not enough.
Exhaustion has to be setting in at this point.
Deep
What
one.
can he do?
Yeah, he's wearing that on his face, as you said it.
Garcia trying to plan his next move here. Is JD Drake already stirring, though? You don't have much time to plan when JD's across the ring from you. So resilient, so persistent, as is Garcia, though.
Jumping into the guillotine choke here.
JD. So the legs are shaking. The legs are shaking. If he falls to the canvas, it could be all over. Eric Greenleaf right there to check, and JD ripping at the grip.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait! What a transition into the drill bit! The drill bit from JD Drake! The very maneuver he beat Kevin Blackwood with at the Vacation Land Cup!
This is your moment, JD!
Kevin trying to... telling Daniel Garcia exactly where to go, and he's able to roll out. Just in a nick of time, JD just spent. Could not roll over and get the cover after the drill bit. And you could see the emotions running through JD on the canvas. That's got to be frustrating.
He knew that was a kill shot. He knew that was a 3 count. And without Kevin Blackwood there, Garcia might not have found his way to the outside.
Yeah, because I don't think instincts were kicking in. I think he had to hear it from Kevin. Get over here, roll over here now. Kevin Blackwood, the ultimate navigator. Oh! Eating a chop! Ricochets off the ropes into the shot from JD Drake!
Nearly cracking a skull right there. JD Drake in hot pursuit.
Turns him over. Could now be the time. We could be witnessing not the Invader Bomb. Moonsault from JD Drake. Coming down hard on the knee. Into the cover. Oh no!
The agony of his knee. Couldn't even muster a cover on the champ. Oh, look at Garcia. Look at Garcia.
Just trying. He's trying to grasp at that knee. JD, oh! That's going to disorient you. I think he put his fingers right in his mouth. Referee Eric Greenleaf now trying to make sure JD can continue. Coming down hard on that moonsault on the left knee. Trying to shake it out as Garcia, slowly but surely, like a newborn deer, finding his footing.
What? Let's take a drill bit one more time.
Wait a second. Get him off the apron. Oh, JD will do it. Clotheslined out of his shoes. Garcia sent over the top. Drake has their number.
Wait.
Where's Kevin going? He's under the ring right now. Referee checking on Garcia. Wait a second. Kevin Blackwood with the assist. And Garcia full force with the drop kick to the leg.
Strategy from the dark side. Oh, what a lariat.
Somehow still able to throw the lariat. One more for good measure. No. Garcia.
Oh, targeted the knee.
Got the knee bar here on the canvas. JD Drake reaching, but over an arm's length away from the bottom rope. Referee Eric Greenleaf right there as Daniel Garcia cinching deep. Drake able to turn over. He sees the bottom rope. He just can't get there. He needs to crawl.
Oh, but Garcia. electing to do further damage.
And once again, even better placement this time, Johnny Torres. And look at Garcia! The torque on the leg of JD Drake, and once again, turned over just to see how far away the bottom rope is.
JD Drake at this point is even contemplating tapping out.
I don't think we'll see JD Drake tap. He's reaching. Well, maybe we will.
Oh,
JD.
There's a finger
the
for
hand
Blackwood.
Quivering, the hand quivering, falling limp on the canvas. Referee Eric Greenleaf right there. Daniel Garcia cinching deep, and that's it. JD Drake would not respond. And still.
Here's your winner, and still Limitless Wrestling World Champion, Red Death, Daniel Garcia.